We're live.
Oh,
Oh my God. Look
Yeah.
at that. Okay.
okay. So, welcome to our
Yes.
hurricane party.
This is Hurricane Helene 2024. And I am Paige.
I'm Daniel.
It's
Hi.
Daniel. And we are PDG Adventures. And this is our third hurricane.
Mhm.
So I would say we're still pretty new.
Yeah. Well, it's
to
our
all
third.
this.
Yeah, it's our third hurricane on a boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just wanted to kind of give a real experience. This is honestly has been a fairly boring evening. I wish it was happening during the daytime so that I could go outside and show you fun things, but it's just really dark and really windy right now. So
Yeah, it's I don't know if you heard that, but that was a gust to about 32 knots. Yeah, and it's just kind of been doing that. I mean, all of our weather apps and stuff is saying it should be gusting in the 50 knot range, but we're not quite seeing that yet. So
right. So yeah, what we're experiencing right now is 20 gusting into the 30s, and about 2:00.
Yeah, come 2:00 tomorrow, Friday morning. Today is Thursday, September 26th. So come Friday the 27th.
In about 2.5 hours.
Yeah. The weather models are saying we should be seeing 60 plus knots of wind. So
gusting. So it should be sustained in the 30s, gusting up to the 60s.
But
so
yeah, we still haven't quite seen those models come to fruition yet.
Right, hopefully. Which I'm not complaining. And to be honest, boring is actually better. We like it when it's boring. I mean, we don't need to create drama. We want to.
Yeah.
We want to be able to live through this.
Yeah, and the heart's already up here anyway, so yeah, any extra is enough. So
yeah.
Oh, we have a visitor.
We have. Well, it is a lot of suspense,
yeah.
Lauren. Totally. It is. It has been exciting. The 30 knot gusts. We hear things. We hopped outside a few minutes ago just because we heard something bang, and we're like, holy shit, what was that?
Yeah.
So we went outside, and it was something on our grill that's attached, but it just flopped over.
Yeah,
so
nothing
it's like
broke.
the side table.
Yeah,
not a big deal, but that's.
But yeah, so right now it's back down to 19. And
I know, how weird.
Yeah, it's been going down. I mean, I think I saw like 8 a little while ago. So it's
But we're not concerned about a lot of things. I mean, I try to be like, let's not over dramatize things. Oh, hey, Olaf from Big Island, Hawaii.
Oh,
hey, Captain Bill.
Yeah, you guys have been getting your fair share of hurricanes this season.
Sure have.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not concerned about a lot of these things. Honestly, we have the wind direction is coming from over the land, which is very good for us because it decreases the fetch. So basically we have zero fetch, and we also have it's a decreased wind. And I think that's why we're not seeing the gust as high as they were.
Yeah, it's if we were over on the beach on the other side of the island, we would probably be seeing those weather, but it's got to go through all the trees and buildings and everything.
Right. So there is some wind shadow there.
There is some protection, and I mean, yeah, good for that.
I know. Yay! I think finding a good hurricane hole and knowing where you're going to be is so important.
Yeah, it's this is a really good spot here, so we're happy to be here.
All right. Looks like Dr. Maggie Therapy says, I thought this was coming in through the Gulf and we're going to miss you. Oh,
well,
no.
I mean, it kind of is. I mean,
it is.
It's in the, it's on the Gulf side of Florida.
Right.
So we're 100 some odd, or about 200 miles from where the eye is projected to make landfall.
Yeah, so we're not getting the direct hit.
No.
Thank goodness, because she turned into a category 4.
Suppose, yeah. That's
before landfall today. So Harry says it's morning in Wales. Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining us, Harry. In
Yes.
Wales, it's 4:30 in the morning there.
Oh my goodness.
He had to get out of bed.
Yeah.
So thank you.
So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. Hopefully, you guys can see that. Yeah,
That's about how far we are right now.
yeah. So yeah, gray is bad on predict wind.
We don't like the gray.
We don't like
The
gray.
black and gray, that's bad.
Yeah.
So right now we're looking forward to being in the red zone again.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be about 3-4 o'clock tomorrow morning. So.
Yeah, we'll start seeing it around 4 by
Yeah.
So
But here we are.
yeah. Another thing we're not concerned about are the storm surges. So the storm surges are not a concern because we're at low tide. So low tide is right now, and the tide fluctuates a lot here in Fernandina Beach. How much is it? It's like
7 to 8 feet. Yeah.
So that way we, with the storm surge, we don't have any issues with it, and it's coming from over the land. So
yeah, we're like I said, we're in it's not quite like a hurricane hole, but for all intents and purposes, it is. So yeah, it's 11 knots of wind right now, and it was just 37. So.
Well, we have someone from South Africa.
South Africa.
Oh yes, we have some good friends actually from South Africa.
We do. We're keeping an eye on their boats here, so
Yes.
they're just down here on the dock. So.
And Groovy Guy's asking about Winston.
Oh,
So
Winston.
We can
He's
bring the camera around and show Winston.
We can show.
Oh, okay,
Winston.
all right. Here we go. Here's Winston.
Winston cam time. There he is.
Well,
You can tell he's real concerned about what's going on. So
he's not worried at all.
No.
He's
our rock.
I think as long as we stay cool, he usually stays pretty cool.
Yeah. So far so good. We're probably just now getting into the strong stuff. So
yeah.
There's not gonna be much sleep tonight. I'm thinking about making a pot of coffee.
See, I was like, I need to take a nap. But with all this stuff, it's hard to.
No.
It just is.
The boat's moving around, bouncing around. It's a very weird feeling.
I'm okay with that. I really am okay with the boat rocking though.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't bother me.
Yeah. It's so different. Like this is I don't know, my third hurricane on the boat, and probably fourth or fifth seventh or eighth hurricane. Regardless, I grew up in the Houston area, Gulf Coast of Texas, and that's where it happens. So there's a lot of weird changes from being on land to being on the boat. So it's very different.
Jen is suggesting that we do some Star Trek time.
Yeah, we've already done that.
We have spent the last 6 hours watching Star Trek.
Yeah. Well, between having something to eat and stuff like that, we watched several episodes of Star Trek. So. Yeah.
So Star Trek is definitely our go-to.
Yeah, it is, and there probably will be until 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's only a few more hours from now.
Yeah, might as well.
Gosh, that's only 4 episodes.
Yeah.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Captain Bill was born and raised in Pearland.
Oh, love Pearland. It is very different.
Oh my gosh.
The last time that we were there.
It is. Yeah. It is. But you grew up there, so hurricanes was
a thing.
You're like, whatever. We can do a hurricane.
Yeah.
My first hurricane was Ian. Ike. It was Ike. Mm-hmm. My first hurricane, I got a job. I was a high school teacher in Houston, so for Houston ISD, and a week after I moved there for my job, there was an evacuation notice, and I was like, haha, that's so funny. And they were like, no, really.
Yeah. But so it's fun. It's fun.
Oh, Lauren wants to know why Pearland's different.
Oh, it's just grown up so much. Yeah. I mean, it was when I was living there, it was just
like
kind of
farmland.
It was a lot of farmland. It was something whenever a Walmart was built, it was like ooh. But yeah, and it probably had maybe 20,000 people in it, and it's a suburb of Houston. So, but I think the last time we were there, population was probably close. It had to have been over 100,000.
Yeah.
So it's that urban sprawl out of Houston. Oh, just saw 39. Fun.
Oh, 35 knots.
Yeah, 39 knots.
Oh, I'm sorry, 39 knots. 39 knots. Every time we feel the boat go whoosh, we look up and we're like, oh,
yeah, it's
exciting.
Yeah, we're kind of being pushed onto the dock, so
which I think is better than being pulled away from the dock. We have lots of fenders. If you guys have seen our videos, you see that we pretty much look like a bumper boat right now. So we have lots of fenders. We're just being pushed onto the dock, and that's pretty much how it should be for the duration of this excitement.
Yeah, the wind is going to clock around from our beam at basically 90 degrees. Then I'm having a hard time with this camera angle thing. Sorry. Basically, it's going to clock around from our beam to kind of our stern. So that's what it's looking like. So it should be good for us.
Yeah, we'll be fine. It is what it is. We'll have the squeaking of the fenders all night, which is a little unsettling, but
we'll just keep telling ourselves it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
That's what we do, guys. It'll be okay. Everything. Yeah. I'm just sitting in a corner. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's really not that bad.
That's why we keep telling ourselves that. It's really not that bad. It's really not that bad.
Okay, so we talked about the things that we weren't concerned about. There is one thing that is in the back of my mind that I am so concerned about. Harry says, when is the worst of it due to hit? Great question.
Between now and 3 a.m. our time. So over the next 4 hours.
Right. I think really it's that 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
About an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Is when we'll expect the heaviest.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we keep looking up at
our window. We have our instruments just over here off the corner. If you guys remember from our boat tour video, it's our captain's corner over there. So.
Right. Yeah, our captain's corner. Yeah. That way we can sit here with you guys and still keep an eye on the wind.
Yeah.
Let me see. Maggie says, "Are you going to be on all night?" No. No. Eventually, I will fall asleep. I turn into a pumpkin usually after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for me. And so it's 11:30. Like I said, I was trying to take a nap earlier, and I was like, no, I just can't. I want to be ready for you guys. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be able to sleep until I start seeing the radar, the eye passing us. And
that means Daniel's not going to sleep until 5 a.m.
Probably not.
I think you will. Anyways, but the one thing that I'm really concerned about, guys. Okay, so we have some rigging issues.
Yes.
We alluded that to in an episode a while back, but when our T-bolts on our rigging have this little crack in them, and we got several different feedback from people. Some people were like, "Oh, those need to be replaced." Other people are like, "That's actually a machining thing. You'll be fine." So we decided to get a bona fide rigging inspection, and that rigging inspection came back telling us that the T-bolts are not a problem. Daniel's very distracted.
Sorry, yeah, just watching and feeling the wind. Yeah.
So the T-bolts, we're being distracted.
Yeah.
The T-bolts are not a problem. But they took a look at the rest of the rigging, and they were like, the T-bolts are, the rigging has some cracks in it.
Yeah, it's showing some age. It's
time.
Yeah, it's 9 years old.
And in a tropical environment, it's usually 6 to 10 years of time when they recommend replacing it.
Yeah.
So we're going to replace our rigging, but during that inspection, we found that the shroud tension is very loose, much looser than we would like it to be.
Yeah. The spec says that the tension should be around like 2,400 pounds, and the current tension on the best one is like 1,100 pounds. So it's much less than it should be.
Yeah. So. And so the advice was to go ahead and tighten it up. when we went to go tighten it up a few turns, it was
the turnbuckle would not really
stuck.
budge. Yeah, it was.
And we didn't want to force it too much because then we don't want to crack things and make things worse.
Yeah, over torque them and then do something even worse just on the eve of
a hurricane. So. Yeah, so we just decided to leave it alone. Another friend of mine, another sailing friend, she assured me that, you know, we've probably been sailing and have put more pressure on the shrouds while sailing, so we shouldn't worry too much about it. And she's right. She really is. Okay, let me look at our comments. We have several of you guys coming through. Thank you so much. Jen, her family asked us to check on us. That's so sweet.
We're fine.
Send our love. Okay. Oh, Harry also needs he's gonna fall asleep on the keyboard. Harry, go get some coffee.
Yes. We're going to bed. You know what?
Oh goodness. Let me see. When we get up, when will he give us an update with all the clear?
Probably tomorrow morning. We'll put something on the Patreon. With all that stuff there. So
yeah, we'll make sure that that's all updated. You know, I mean, no news is good news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Harry is asking about the rigging. Is changing the rigging expensive?
Yes.
Short answer is yes. Yeah. It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, there's a lot of other things that we had planned that we wanted to do that are now going to get bumped to next season.
Yeah, you know, that happens.
Yeah,
it's just life. Yeah. But to give you a ballpark idea, we got the quote, and the materials alone are going to be about $8,500. Yeah. For the materials to do it, and then the labor and everything on top of that, it's probably going to end up closer to 15,000.
Yeah.
We're going to do some of the labor ourselves, some of the prep labor.
As much of it as we possibly can ourselves.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're not going to press the shrouds into the stage.
Right. I meant the prep labor. Yeah. You know, the things like we have to take off the boom because they're going to have to demast the mast.
Take the mast off the boat.
Demast the mast. Sorry, that was dumb.
But yeah, we got to run all the lines. Yeah, get everything in the boat prepped for them to take the mast off the boat. We're going to do as much of that as we possibly can.
Right.
Just to save a nickel.
Captain Bill asked if we've thought about Dyneema.
We have.
I like the idea of Dyneema.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it. I don't know. And I've also heard other people who are concerned about
chafe.
Well, there's chafe, but also the resale value.
Yeah,
because a lot of other people also don't know about Dyneema and how to do it and manage it. Yeah. I know it's super strong, and I know a lot of people are starting to do it, but we haven't done it ourselves.
We have not, and I haven't really looked too hard into it on other catamarans. Doing it. I just don't know, but I mean, I like the idea. I like the concept.
Yeah, I love Dyneema.
Yeah.
I want everything in Dyneema.
But heck, it would probably be as expensive as the stainless when I get down to it.
Oh no, the Dyneema is much cheaper than the stainless, no doubt.
But yeah, I think there are certain things we could probably redo in Dyneema later and like moving into it. But and I don't think the riggers that we're working with are familiar with utilizing Dyneema.
Yeah. I mean, he says it would be cheaper and easier to replace.
Probably.
And that's probably definitely true.
Yeah.
But as of tonight, though, we're just hoping that
it holds.
That our mast doesn't go kaploop.
Yeah. But they said everything else, like the everything. I mean, it's really just a couple of the side stays that are in less than ideal condition. Nothing is like in danger of imminent collapse, but we probably wouldn't want to be sailing in conditions like this.
Oh, I don't think anybody really wants to sail in conditions like this.
There are people.
I guess there are.
There are people.
There are people.
I'm not those people.
Not those people. Oh, we got Tula's Endless Summer back when they had their first cat.
Yeah, they tried
And
it.
Okay, it works great. Well,
I'll have to check it out.
I know, dig into some of that.
Yeah.
Because that could be a good solution.
It could be. Yeah. I mean, and weight savings on a catamaran are just all that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's massive.
So, yeah. We can ask about it.
Yeah.
I don't think they bought anything yet. So
No. I don't think so. I think they're waiting for us to pay for the materials before they buy anything.
Probably.
Well, yeah. But anyways. But the experience of being on a hurricane on a boat is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's than being on land. Like we were doing prep. We have a hurricane prep video, and we basically did our hurricane prep on the boat for the whole season. Since we have the rigging issue, we're not planning on moving the boat, so we don't have to prep it, multiple times. We just did it once for the season.
Yeah.
And then, but Daniel went to the grocery store today. Talk about that situation.
Oh, well, I mean, it's any kind of, natural disaster preparation situation. People grabbing stuff off of shelves that, they one, of course, would never buy in any other type of situation. And two, it's like, you don't need 17 packages of, AA batteries. We're not.
It's not the end time.
Yeah, we're not there, guys. I mean, unless you're running that. But I mean,
But in all fairness, people who are on land going through a hurricane, the experience is very different than somebody who is pretty self-sufficient on a boat. So on land, when you need water, if water goes out on land, like that's all you have is in the
tap.
What comes from your tap. That's all you have. Us, we have a tank. So we made sure that we filled up our water tank before the storm, but we didn't have to go and collect a whole bunch of water from the store.
Right.
Another thing is food. So we have a lot of provisions on board. We typically have a lot of stuff.
We still have, and a lot of shelf stable stuff, a lot of pastas, rices, things like even, like packaged meat, tuna, things like that. So we probably have enough food on board for a month plus.
Probably.
If that's getting down to beans and rice, but that's, hey, beans and rice.
But the average family on land, has enough food for maybe a few days.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And so, people are, and then they also don't have electricity. So that's another consideration that we have. If their power goes out, they might have a generator, which is great. But we have a generator. If the shore power goes out, we have a generator, but we also have solar. Mm-hmm. So, come tomorrow, if power is still out on shore.
If power goes out on shore, we haven't seen power. We haven't lost power here on the dock yet. So
we've had a few power surges.
Yeah.
Tripped our inverter once.
Yeah.
And then we had some power surges that tripped the air conditioner. Yeah. So, but we have the solar, so we can deal with that tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're all in gyms and beer.
You need Slim Jims and beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Need some jerky and some beer.
That's right.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
I know. It's something we don't do a lot is drink a lot when we're on a hurricane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's surprising. I mean, everyone says, cruisers are all a bunch of drunks, and I'll admit. But when in situations like this, or even when we're on anchor or something like that, it rarely do we drink. We might have one, a glass of wine or a beer or something like that.
Right.
Just because, I mean, shit hits the fan and you got to be up and moving. And,
I don't want to not be able to do something.
We want to have all of our faculties.
Exactly.
So, but we're tied up to a dock and just waiting for.
Yeah, we're just waiting.
Yeah.
Like we could be drinking, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we could be, but again, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. It's such a variable situation.
Our mask might fall down. So ridiculous. It won't.
It's not gonna.
Everything's gonna be fine. But let me see. Captain Bill says he's always prepared. He has 25,000 gallon cistern here at their home in Hawaii. Whoa. It's a lot. It's a lot more than we have, that's for sure. But we have, the anxiety, I think, is a lot different on a boat versus on land. I think it's, you still have anxiety when, you're going through a situation on land, but it's also the anxiety, we feel the boat move so much. We have this gust, we can hear everything. When everything is so unstable, I don't know. It just feels a little like, ooh. That's why we keep looking at the wind instruments. Although it's really not that bad. It's just the gusts, I think, are more surprising.
Yeah.
Because they push us all of a sudden. Now, when we sustain like 35 knots, it's like it's not so bad because it's sustained.
Right.
But once we have another gust, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, you get used to it,
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you're the frog in the water.
Yes, exactly. We are frogs in the water. I love it. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, and honestly,
as long as the Kona coffee doesn't run out.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
More coffee.
Yeah, we actually did a couple roasts of coffee yesterday.
We did. We roast our own coffee, and so we did have to roast 2 batches because just to be sure we had enough.
Yeah.
For next few days.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
Water comes from the sky.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing. We can, we have a water maker.
Right. Well, we can rain collect. We could do some rain collection, but we just don't have any systems really set up besides buckets.
Yeah.
There's lots of buckets just to collect the rain.
Yeah. But we do have our water maker, and I would be really upset dipping our water maker into this water. It's
Florida tea.
Oh, it is so
nutrient dense.
That's a good word. Yeah. Yeah, it would be changing filters on everything. Oh, yeah. Would not be fun, but yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, running out of coffee would definitely be brutal.
It is. We don't like that day. We do not like no coffee days.
Yeah, because we don't roast when it's really windy like this or raining.
Yeah. So
we only roast when it's nicer weather.
Yeah.
So we had to plan for the bad weather, pretty much. Any other? Oh, afterwards.
No, yeah. I mean, after the storms like this, there's always the cleanup and everything like that. So, luckily, for us, if the town is really badly damaged, we can just go to another town. I mean, we leave.
That's true. That is so true. That sounded so mean.
It sounds harsh, but I mean, we don't want to be of another burden. I mean,
that's true.
We're waiting on systems and resources to come back online just to when we don't need them, we can leave,
right,
and not be a burden on the town and trying to do stuff. Like I said, we have plenty of food, we have plenty of water,
as long as our damages aren't that bad,
right?
Because in a really bad storm, it is like, oh my gosh, I saw those boats, the after damage in Grenada. Some of that that happened earlier this hurricane season was terrible.
Yeah. So
my heart goes out to them, and so
I don't want to. Yeah, and that's just unfortunately sometimes that happens. It sucks.
Yeah, but but we don't have to deal with boil water notices or power outages and things like that after the storm. So that's nice. Unless we want to run our air conditioner.
Yeah, we do like having the air conditioning. And tomorrow, like, this is all supposed to blow through so fast. I mean, I was looking at the maps, and this storm is moving at like 24, 25 miles an hour over ground, which is the fastest I think I've ever seen a hurricane moving over. It is incredibly fast. Like, usually they're like moving at like 7 miles an hour. And so, yeah, this is This is going to be over, by dawn tomorrow.
Oh, definitely.
And then the skies are going to be clear, and it's going to be like 93 degrees.
It'll be warm.
It's going to be
and humid.
And yeah, it's going to be fun. It'll be great.
It will be.
It will be.
No doubt.
But
there's another gust.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But we have to get to there, and that's the fun part.
We're like, okay, we have like 7 more hours left.
Yeah.
Start counting the hours.
It's midnight now, so we got at least 4 more hours of hanging out here. So 4 episodes of Star Trek. Give us 4 episodes of Star Trek to watch, guys. Come on. Need your help.
Captain Bill, he's good as long as the lava stays on the other side of the island. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to you guys too.
Yeah.
That is horrifying.
I mean, okay, so like things on boats, they're always like a slow motion disaster. Like that's what it always seems like, because you're moving at like 5 or 6 knots, which is kind of like walking speed. And like docking.
Sure.
Or like boats are dragging, and it's just like you see it happening, and it's all like I said, it's not like a plane crash. These things are just slow motion disasters, and it's the same thing with like lava flows. Like the lava, there are times where lava is moving very, very quickly.
I was about to say.
That can be moving very, very quickly. But I mean, you have a mountain of molten fire coming down, sometimes, and it's slow moving rock, but there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Right.
So, yeah, volcanoes, hurricanes,
natural disasters.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah,
haven't had to deal with much volcanoes.
No, that is something on my bucket list. I want to see an erupting volcano. I don't want to be in a volcano. Yeah. Let's see. Stacey, are you original Star Trek fans?
We watched Next Generation. Don't judge.
Okay, no. I will not judge you.
No.
Okay, so we've watched almost every Star Trek.
Yeah, we have not watched the original animated series. We have
I
not.
didn't know that was a thing.
It is a thing. We have not watched Star Trek Prodigy. We haven't finished Lower Decks. We haven't watched all of Discovery.
I didn't like Discovery.
Yeah, the first 2 or 3 seasons were good. After that, it wasn't. I don't know. Didn't jive with us. Didn't like the stories. It was just.
Anyways,
anyway.
we'll move on. We have watched the original Star Trek. We watched it.
We watched it. We did.
Not a big fan of the original Star Trek. I grew up, and I think you did too, on Next Generation.
Yep.
So that is our favorite go-to. Captain Picard, Dr. Crusher.
The old gang.
Oh yeah, totally.
But honestly, I would say of the series, I really love Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine is really good. Once you get past the second season, like all Star Treks, you get through the first 2 seasons. Yeah.
See, my favorite episode in Deep Space Nine is episode 1.
It's a good
season
episode.
1.
It is a good episode.
That's my favorite episode.
But if you guys haven't watched Strange New Worlds, that's
on another level.
That series comes out with a bang.
Okay, now we are really geeking out, and I don't know if everybody is on board with that.
Yeah, we're just reel ourselves back.
I know.
Yeah. Safe volcano.
We have a safe, most safe.
Yeah,
mostly safe. Let him watch lava. See, I could totally do that.
Yeah, we
gotta go. We're gonna come see you, Captain Bill.
Absolutely.
Because that sounds awesome.
Safe volcanoes.
What?
Safe volcanoes.
Safe.
Yeah.
Mostly safe.
Mostly safe.
Mostly safe.
Mostly harmless. But at least we could go to Iceland and go to volcanoes that nobody can pronounce.
What?
Have you seen the names of the
Iceland
volcanoes?
Iceland, yeah.
Yeah, they're like that long.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
Let me see. Live long and prosper. Thank you, Joys of Prosperity. Or Joys of Property. I'm sorry. Joys of Prosperity is a great name too, though.
It is.
I mean, Joys of Property.
Yeah. That seems a little bit tongue in cheek, but I like it.
It does. And then I'll have, yes. So I hope that let us know which one you like the most, because That is,
Yeah.
we geek out, guys.
We do. The Anson Mount hare, yes.
I don't remember that one.
It's Captain Pike's hair. It is. You know,
oh yes.
It is big and beautiful.
It is so beautiful. That's the kind of your hair.
No.
He has big, beautiful hair. Like it flows in the wind. It's like Fabio. Anyways.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, I'm not old enough to have seen all the Star Treks from the beginning to now.
Oh yeah, you get those Amazon Prime. They did.
I said not.
Plus.
I said not old enough. He is old enough.
Oh,
to have seen
okay.
them all. I was like, sorry.
Read the context.
I know. I gotta
read.
Gotta read it correctly. Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, it's just now it's just a waiting game. It really is.
Yes.
You know,
I know.
I wish we guys could show you guys more, but it's black out there.
We could try. Do you want to try?
Yeah, we could take.
I'll go get the spotlight.
Yeah, we can give it a shot.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go on an adventure.
Adventures out there.
I don't know if any of you guys can see that. You probably can hear it. There. Trying to see what we can see here. So, there, light. I don't know if that helped, but yeah. You can see the cooling towers there. That's, basically it's going so fast behind it that it's actually below.
Oh, where are we going?
Just looking at the cooling tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and then that's the parking lot over or thingy dock.
I don't think they can see anything.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. You got nothing.
No.
It's just too damn dark.
Anyways. So sorry about that, you guys. It's just breezy. It's so breezy. Yeah, hair. You get the hair shots. There you go. Just point towards the door. Here's the door. And there. That was far less exciting than it was.
I know it did not seem very exciting. It's all about the gusts, guys. When it's gusty, it's exciting. But we also try not to over dramatize everything.
No.
I don't know how. Okay,
there we go.
Comments. I remember the very first Star Trek. It wasn't great then.
It was not.
Here we go. Yeah, here he says he remembers that first one. No, it was not great.
No, we watched the remastered version, and that was a chore.
The world was just different back then. It just was, and what was normal and acceptable was just different. That's my theory, at least. Yeah. Here we go. Adventures with Paige and Fabio.
Yeah.
Oh, I love his hair. I'm so jealous.
I wish the Fabio was more from the neck down versus,
Here we have a question. How many others are on their boats in the marina tonight?
Ooh.
I know that there's.
Well, we have one of our neighbors over next to us.
No, there's at least 3 other boats.
Yeah.
With people on them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure Aurora has her crew on there.
Oh, yeah.
So Aurora is a regular stopper here. It is a 167-foot, 5-story power.
Super yacht.
Yeah, it's a super yacht.
Yeah. You can charter it out for a mere $250,000 a week.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
Chump change.
Yeah, we're not taking it out.
Yeah.
Let me just say that. No.
Yeah, it's got 10 or something, 10 staterooms and crew and all that fun stuff. So, I guess if you and 10 of your friends want to drop $25,000 or
sure,
whatever.
Anyways.
Yeah, y'all do that math. I'm tired.
All right, so me see. Captain Bill says it looks like the lights
are still on. Yes.
Yeah. So that has not been a problem in town. We've had.
I think we've seen a couple of arcs. Like we've seen like the arc flashes from the power lines, but we haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't. Nothing's. Yeah, we don't have any problems with the power.
No.
Not yet, at least.
Winston's going up.
Oh, Winston's up.
Thanks.
Come on, Winston, up. No, he's chewing his toy.
Oh, okay.
So, Harry says, "Is it raining or pouring?" It's pouring down here. Oh, it's pouring where you are. Oh.
Oh yeah, no, actually,
it's hardly raining right now.
Yeah, no, it's all wind.
Yeah,
we get the occasional rain shower, but yeah, we haven't gotten much.
Yeah, this has been mostly a wind event. Not much rain. A little rain. Not much. Thank goodness, guys. We're leaking so much in our boat. We need to reseal. We do have a plan for our windows. We need to reseal our windows, and so we have a really solid plan and
enough courage now to execute the plan.
Yes, we just need a good window, a weather window for us to do that, because once you take off your windows, you don't want it to rain.
No.
Yeah, there's that.
But yeah, it should be over the next 2 or 3 days. Should be solid. So we should be doing some window work. Yay! Come on, Winston, up. Come on.
Come here. Come on.
Winston wants on the couch. It's got things in the way.
Come on. I don't know. Oh, he just wants his toy.
Oh, he wants his. This was a bottle. Like this was a rubber
squeaky bottle.
Yeah, like 3 days ago. If you saw the birthday episode, I don't know if this was. Was this
no, it wasn't. It was in the car.
Sit.
Anyways, Bill says that he watched Star Trek in black and white TV.
Oh goodness!
I know. Oh. Wow. I mean, that's cool. It really is. I bet it had a different feel to it altogether.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
It's
right.
Iconic. Yeah.
But
well,
I know we don't have anything else for you guys.
Yeah.
But you have brought so much to us this evening. I really appreciate you guys being here and chatting with us and asking questions. And I wish we had more to report because it's just so exciting.
It's exciting enough.
It's exciting enough as a hurricane for us.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we don't have anything really exciting to share with you, because this is just the way it really is. Like, we wait here for hours monitoring our lines, the fenders, other boats and other things on their boats. That's always something else to think about. Mm-hmm. But that's just
it's down to the waiting game now. So
it is.
Yep.
Oh, Dr. Maggie says, I didn't know it was made in color until I was an adult. That's awesome. See. There we go. Lord says, was a hoot. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your love and support. Yes, we will definitely let you guys know when we're safe.
Absolutely.
Everything's passed. I've never been so happy with dead of a storm. I know, right?
We will be too in 5 more hours.
Give it another 4 or 5 hours, and then we can report it was a dead of a storm.
Yes. With being knocked on.
I know. We'll just still have a little bit more time. But
until 1972.
Well, I know.
It was a couple years before we were born.
It was a couple years.
I mean, not much.
Not too much. But I guess I should really look at what year the internet was, like Google, all that kind of stuff, because that was the big thing in our lifetime.
What year was Google founded?
Yeah, I think even just internet.
Yeah.
I mean, anyways.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Glad y'all are. Yeah. Take care.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say good night.
Harry, good night. Good morning. Go.
Get some more sleep. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Absolutely.
All right. Take care, Groovy Guy.
The bucket. You gotta have the bucket.
Oh, we love the bucket. It was such a ridiculous video, but we have fun. Who knows? See sails on the horizon someday. Oh, I sure hope so. Oh yeah, I want to get over there.
I know you do.
We got to get over there. I love it.
All right, guys.
Well,
everyone take care.
yes.
Y'all be safe out there doing whatever it is y'all are doing. And we'll report on Patreon as soon as we're through all this.
Totally.
So, yeah.
All right. You guys. Good night.
Cheers. Night. Bye.